Hello there. For those of you who have watched, I mean, I know it ain't been a long time since the last one, but it's been a while since I've done one of these because I hadn't been to church in over 6 months, which I have no excuse for, and I shouldn't have done it. But this is where I just talk about what's on my mind at the time I turn the camera on. On Sundays, it's usually what I learned or what I felt, what I felt, and what I took away from church. And today, because it's almost 4th of July, we were talking, basically about, this country, where it is, what's wrong with it, what's good about it, what's bad about it, and what to do about it. So, and I mean, we had first off, when we got there, we had plenty of time to talk about it, talk to everybody and everything. And, I go to a really big church and, you see a lot of people. I mean, people you ain't seen in forever sometimes. But, we get down, we get in our seats, and, service starts. It was a great service. I mean, and the pastor always says that, God knows you're going to be here. And like I said, it's been a while, and all the music was just, to me, was some of my favorites that drew me in, which I knew it was going to be a day like that, because even driving to a church, turn it over on the religious station, it's all music that's just, I really love and just really, gets me in the mood to worship. So that was good. Then we started talking about a lot of the things that was wrong, and things going on, I've already posted a video on my thoughts on one of the things that everybody says is going wrong in this country, and that's the vote on gay marriage. And like I said, I'm not going to go into a rant about that, because if y'all want to know how I feel, I'll put a link in the bottom of this video to that one. Go watch that. That's all I'm going to say about that one. But he said a lot of other things, and he started quoting off things from past presidents, and the fact that we were never meant to run this country without the church. It was meant to where the country could not run the church. The church runs the country, and God runs this country. And we've got away from that. And, and it shows. Our country's just getting worse and worse and worse. And that's all he was talking about. It's not really just all he was talking about. And the thing is, you've got to understand, it's not that you gotta hate what's wrong. Don't hate anybody. Don't hate anybody for doing something wrong, because we all do stuff wrong. We're all doing it. Just, we need to try to help people find God and see that God is there. God is there to help us and help this country. And without God, this country's gonna fall apart. And that's what we've got to do. We've not got to condemn what's being done. What's being done is being done, whatever it is. Whatever it is, whether it be murder, that's being done. Don't get rid of all the guns, hoping that murder's not going to happen. Cain killed Abel. Murder has been there from the beginning, and jealousy has been there from the beginning, and it's going to keep happening. You can't just try to stop making all this stuff. I mean, we still need these to protect ourselves from just evil people. There's a lot of good people that are misguided, but there's also evil people. There are bad people out there. There are people that are evil. There's nothing that can be done. They're going to do whatever they can to everybody they can to make it bad. And now then, what do we have to do about that? Well, he just said 3 things, and I call it the 3 R's. Return, repent, and rejoicing. Return to God, repent of your personal sins, And then rejoice about the freedom you have now then that you know you have God on your side again. And that's what he's talking about. Each and every person out there needs to do that. Now, like I said, there are evil people out there, and God can protect you from the evil people. And that's what you've got to do. And if not, they're just going to take over this country. And that's what's going to happen. I mean, we're just the more and more we turn away from God. And the people that are turning us away from God are not evil people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, hate the people that are trying to. No, the people that are turning that way, they don't know that they're turning that they're, that they're misguided. They don't know that taking God out of everything is bad. They may believe in some kind of higher power, but they're like, I don't know that it needs to be in all of my business. And that's all it is we've got to show them, hey, when you removed God from everything, look, when you removed prayer from school, guns started, you can't remove it's not when you remove the gun, it's not when the gun was built. It's when you remove God. God is the only protection from evil. And that's what we've got to do, is we've got to return to God. And then when we return to God, we've got to repent of our own person. Not everybody's sins in the world. Each person has to repent of his sin. Not, oh Lord, I'm sorry that that my neighbor across the road is. No. You've got to show your neighbor God. You can't repent for someone else's sins. You can pray for someone and hope they can find God and show them God. But you can't repent. You can't stop evil from happening. You can't make enough laws to make people be perfect. That's why Jesus came, is because we couldn't follow all the laws perfectly. And that's why Jesus came. So it's not the making the laws that's the issues. It's not that, it's the fact that we're looking there. It's the fact that we're looking to the law instead of to God. That's where the problem lies, is the fact that we are all turning to the government instead of turning to God. God is who we need to turn to, and God will fix the government, and God will fix the problems of this country. Turn to God. Don't turn to the government. God is first. Not the government, not this country, not anything here on earth. God is first. And until we put him first in everything, it's not going to get any better. And I see now I'm hitting the 8-minute mark, so I don't want to make the video too long. I'll see y'all at least next Sunday. I'll probably try to put up a video sometime in the middle of the week. I'm going to try to start doing 2 videos a week, but I don't know if I can with my schedule. But anyway, and like I said, I'll put the link down below for the video that I referenced earlier.